I just pop in anyway. So the way that I work is I read for the person at the top of my screen. My screen might look different to your screen because I do everything on my phone. So it might be that there's other names up above, but it is literally just because I work on my phone. What else? Don't spam, so don't keep putting your name up and up because it's not fair to everybody else. Um, Usually what happens is that if you stay soft and open, then there will always be more than one message come through for everybody, you know. So even if you don't get a direct message from me, there will always be a message that will resonate because that's what I hold the intention for. I also hold the intention for healing. Um, for everyone here present to receive it exactly as you need. What else? I write the names down because I forget them. I tend to forget them when I'm in flow. So it's not like a list that I'm keeping. It's literally the way that I work. So I will assume if you're saying hi and putting on hearts and things that you want a message. So Demon Slayer, what's your name if you want a message, sweetheart? So So the message that came up for you, Demon Slayer, was inspiration and courage. So there's something that you're kind of bringing into power, if you know what I mean. There's something that you've been focusing on, something that you've been giving your attention to. And I'm very drawn to the shadow at the back because that would give me an indication that spiritually you're being guided and protected in a very powerful way. And the thing about it is to just keep your energy on feeling good on what it is that you want. And don't let other people pull you off track. Don't let other people's doubts sort of affect you, you know. Um, stay true to yourself. Demon Slayer. I didn't see your name, so I'm gonna have to call you that. Gratitude and thanks. Again, staying in that energy of like being light, being happy, being grateful for what you have, and then much more will start to come in on that sort of frequency then, you know what I mean? So if there's people around you that are complaining or giving out or trying to pull you off track, you stay in your own lane. You stay focused on what feels good to you and you don't let anybody influence you into doubting yourself, okay? Affirmations for healing the heart. So there may have been something there where you suffered pain, you suffered heartache, and allowing yourself to process that, allowing yourself to feel it, also means that you will extend that healing energy to others, and people will feel comfortable with you and comfortable in sharing their own pain as well. So everything that's happened to get you to this point, it's only going to be bigger and better from now on. If you focus more on being grateful for what you have and not so much focusing on what has happened, will keep you clean and keep that energy nice and clean, bringing in more of the same for you. All right, my love. James, or is it Jamie? I hope that made sense. Okay. So we have King Neptune, sensitivity. This is kind of like an invitation into going deeper with someone. You're very welcome, darling. This is like an invitation to going deeper with someone. There may be someone there that is inviting you to show yourself in a more intimate way, Jamie. You know, to show more of your heart center, more of your feelings. And if you're someone that has always kind of kept your guard up or been nervous about showing that side to yourself, it's understandable you'd have some resistance to this. But what is coming forward from this person or this situation is a real openness and a real willingness to get to know you on a deeper level. So it's allowing yourself to let your guard down and allowing yourself to open up to this loving intention from someone. and divine masculine. So again, it's being in that energy of knowing who you are, enough that showing emotion, letting people see who you really are, how you really feel, instead of putting, I'm fine, or putting a show on it. You actually connect with someone and you actually say, today was kind of hard, or today was great, or whatever, but you're really showing who you are. And there's no weakness in that. That is true authenticity. It's not this fake kind of, you know, macho or, masculine energy. That's very much, I can do everything, I don't need you. This kind of thing that keeps people at arm's length. And usually that comes from feeling, that others have let you down or whatever. But in moving forward, you're being invited into a more balanced way of seeing yourself. And Baba Yaga, the patience of the crone, and the energy, the message there is to trust the wisdom that's coming through. There may be something there that you've really learned from the past, and you can only really see the benefits of that when you start doing things differently. So you want to react the way you would have reacted before, and instead you react, or you respond from a more neutral space or a more loving space. But it's trusting that balance that's starting to come through you. If that makes sense. Um, you're very welcome, Ashna. Hey, beautiful. Can I get a reading on what would be? I missed that now completely. Okay, inner stillness is the next one up there. So, what's your name, sweetheart? So, if you haven't worked with me before, the way that I work, I have too many card decks. The way that I work is I will read for the person at the top of the screen. When I finish with that person, it's the next person up. But there will always be a message for more than one. Okay? Ines. Okay. So we have divine consciousness, interconnection, expansion, oneness, light. There's something there's something happening with you, and maybe been happening to you for a while, where the pull is more towards expanding. The pull is more towards seeing what's beyond the 3D or the physical, or beyond what people tell you is possible, beyond what you've been taught to believe. So you're feeling this kind of pull. So you may be drawn to more esoteric texts, or people with a higher frequency may draw you. You may have people telling you that your frequency is different, that you feel different. You may feel it yourself. And then it's trusting that level. It's trusting what that is trying to pull you towards. And it's not resisting it. You know what I mean? It's really going in full hearted, because when we trust that part of ourselves, when we trust that awareness that we are, things start to happen and shift around us in the most miraculous ways. It's really, really powerful to be in that energy, and love, kindness, benevolence, sharing, and receiving. So the energy that you're in the moment is very expansive. It's very loving. It's very enveloping. And what you may find is that people are drawn to that. People want to spend more time with you. People want your advice on things. Sometimes a challenge. It can be a challenge because not everyone understands you, or not everyone not everyone is sort of on that same frequency, which is fine. We all get there in the end. But it's okay. When you go within with this, and you go deeper and deeper with it, that feeling of loneliness, or that feeling of being different, goes away. You just feel very enveloped then in a beautiful, all-encompassing energy. And being with discomfort. At times of discomfort, I courageously seek my soul essence, which is clear, pure, and luminous. So that's the message that you're getting today, my love, to trust your soul essence, to go more towards that, to go even deeper into that. And then all the steps will just show themselves to you from that space. Okay, my love. Ria. You're very welcome, Inez. Okay, Rhea. So we have 10 of Pentacles. So this is the card, this particular card for me is like being in harmony with those around you, being in balance, pulling together, and trusting the guidance that you're getting. So it may be that things weren't always in harmony, things weren't always in balance, but they're coming into that kind of energy now. And now it's about building on that. Now it's about trusting that foundation, trusting that what you've built is good, and that the structure is in place for you to expand even more on it. And trusting your instincts, trusting your intuition with that. The Hierophant, for me, the energy of this is like, again, it's going within. In this particular card, his eyes are closed. It's you know, when you read a lot of things, or you absorb a lot of information, but it's intellectual information. And it's only when you actually start to live it, you start to experience it, that you really truly understand it. It may be that there's something in your life right now where you have to go within and really understand from the inside of you what it is that you want, what it is that you've been avoiding, my darling, because spirit gets loud in your body, you know what I mean? It gets loud. And if you've been avoiding looking at it, it will get louder. That's just how it goes. And the Emperor in reverse. So the Emperor in reverse is you not taking control of things, you not taking charge. So it may be that you don't trust the stability of a situation at the moment. Maybe you think it's going to go wrong, or you're just afraid of history repeating itself. But this is then when you take control. You take control of your thoughts, you take control of your thinking, and you say, fuck no. This is what I want. This is how I want it to go. And this is how it's going to unfold for me. Just like, if you want any help with that, Ria, I have a fabulous group, private Facebook group, Marlene's Manifestation Posse. It's €22 a month. We go into all law of assumption, manifestation, getting your mind right. It's a lovely group. I only started it in April. You're very welcome to join. Any of you here would be very welcome to join. It's really, really good to have community, I think, helping each other and boosting each other up. OMG, yes, I do feel history repeating itself. So you have to take control then. You have to say, okay, that was the past. That isn't what's going on now. What's going on now is the result of my thinking. So if I want something different, I have to think something different, and I have to focus on that thinking exclusively. Okay? If you keep thinking the past, you're going to get more past. To end the past, you have to say, okay, I'm drawing a line under that now. This is what I want. And then you only focus on that. Okay? Ashna. Okay. Oh. All right. So we have the devil. So Ashna, the devil is it's about addiction, it's about temptation, and it's also about, like what we were just talking about, going back to old ways of thinking, going back to the past, going back to what doesn't serve you. Okay? It's like knowing what you want and then creeping back to have a look, or going back to where you've decided that you're not going back to. Okay, all right, thank you so much, it means a lot. Yeah, absolutely. And the moon, again, that energy of things hidden, things subconscious. Ace of Wands, brand new beginnings. I'll pull these together now for you. And Three of Wands is kind of working with other people. So you have a very clear choice point there at the moment. Okay, Ash? You can go back into the past. You can put your focus back there. You can get pulled back there, get pulled back into the temptation of whatever that is. The subconscious will give you whatever you want. So if you're focusing on that, the subconscious will give you more of that. If you want to break that cycle, there's a brand new opportunity waiting for you, but you have to put your focus on it. You have to figure out what it is you want and then move in that direction. And then the people and things that you need will show up for you for that. But you have to make a clear decision. This is what I say all the time. Make a clear decision. And then from that decision, you don't let people pull you off track. You stay the course. You know what I mean? You stay the course and you stay true to yourself. Even if people are saying this is crazy, you should be doing this, you should be doing that, you're just very relaxed and solid in yourself. And it's like, no, that's not right for me anymore. This is what I want now. This is what's happening. And then you move forward from that level of confidence, everything will start to move the way you need it to. Heidi Phillips, your voice is so comforting. Oh, that's lovely to hear. Thank you, Heidi. Heidi, okay. Okay, darlings who just came on. The way that I work is I read for the person at the top of the screen. So Heidi is at the top of my screen. When I finish with Heidi, it's the next person up. That's how I've worked for years. It's the fairest way. I write the names down because I usually forget once I start flowing. But that's the fairest way to me so that everyone can get a shot. So even if you come in at the very end, you could have just as much chance as somebody who came in from the beginning. Okay. Okay, Heidi, Two of Pentacles. So this is the card of what I'm feeling from this is that you're paying more attention to what is not working than to what is, okay? There's an energy there of maybe it's because other people are putting their focus on it as well, that you're kind of like you have this shiny new thing. It could be a person, it could be job, money, whatever, and it's brand new, and people might be in your ear like saying, you know, this is familiar, this is safe. Don't go with the familiar and the safe. If you've been feeling that kind of nudge to move out of your comfort zone, to change things, to go forward in a different way, know that that's your inner being, that's your inner spirit, your guidance that's moving you in that direction. Now you have free will, so you can say, yeah, I don't want to do that, and that's fine. But please don't let other people's doubts and other people's fears keep you from doing something new and exciting. The old, you know, you can die in a rut, you know what I mean? You can stay in the rut and not progress. So don't do that. And you're putting off making a decision. You're putting off deciding, finally deciding and saying, yeah, I'm done with that now. This is the new, or this is what I'm moving towards. Sometimes having a kind heart that way as well. You listen to people and you'll give them your energy and whatever. But in this instance now, you have to be all about yourself. You really have to put yourself first. You've gone through a lot of struggle, and it's like, this is your time now, okay? And I shuffled that and it came out again. So, Heidi, this is your time now, sweetheart. This is not about other people, what other people want, what other people think. This is about what you want, what makes you happy, what makes you light up. And know that when you make that decision, the road will be paved with everything that you need, okay? Can I get a reading on what would be the outcome if I made a gesture and reached out to Chan Preet? I want love in my destiny. I want your insights. Who's Chan Preet? What would be the outcome if I made a gesture? I don't understand that question at all. But I can pull cards for you anyway, but I don't understand what you're asking me there. I'm not a fortune teller. So I don't know what you're asking me there. You're welcome, Ashna. Okay, 9 of Wands. So, assuming Chan Preet is somebody that you're interested in, okay? 9 of Wands is kind of having a very defensive attitude. It's holding the attitude of kind of war inside yourself. So if you're angry at Chan Preet, I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong, If you're angry at that person, if you're holding grudges about that person, if you're feeling defensive in a way about that person, in any way, clean that up first. Clean up that energy before you make any kind of gestures or moves. See Jampreet as clean and clear of all of that energy. Otherwise, if you do make a gesture, you'll just replay all of this stuff again if you don't clean it up inside first, okay? Three of Swords. So this is the energy of having your heart broken, my love. This is the energy of heart healing. You've gone through a lot of pain. You've gone through a lot of grief, and you need to heal this fully. Is this making sense? You've been through the wars, basically. And while you may want love in your destiny, you have to give it to yourself first. You have to be really, really nice to yourself, really, really loving to yourself. Give yourself everything that you want somebody else to give you. Say kind things to yourself. Hug yourself. Feed yourself well. Take yourself out on dates. Buy yourself flowers or whatever. You have to fill up your cup now, sweetheart, before you attempt to draw anything into your life. You have to be, Preet has to get the overflow now. You have to be so full of your own love that you will be irresistible. But if you're coming from a place of neediness, you need this person to respond to you, you're only going to perpetuate the pain, if you know what I mean. And the Chariot. So the Chariot is all about like putting in some work, and you've been avoiding it. So you need to put some work into yourself now. I understand I have no harm feeling I had to move away and want to go back to him. Okay, so but just clean up the energy first. Why do you want to go back to him? Figure that out, okay? Figure that out first. Is it because you think this person, I don't know if it's male or female, do you think this, oh, it's him. Do you think he's going to give you what you feel you're missing? Do you feel there's a void in your life that only he can fill? If that's the energy you're going towards with him, you'll get hurt again. You'll want to move away again. You have to be really, really clear that you are the absolute prize, that you are irresistible to many people. And to get there, you have to put in that work. You have to put in that self-love. Nobody can fill that void for you. Okay? Nobody. All that will happen is the insecurities will come up again, and you'll feel yourself looping this energy, sweetheart. I'm hugging you hard because I know that feeling. But honestly, once you start loving yourself, speaking kindly to yourself, being generous and gentle with yourself, you will just be a magnet for the most amazing people. Okay? Suan, I hope that made sense. Where am I going with Suan? Okay. Hi, Nancy. Felt like that reading was for me too. You're very welcome, my love. Okay. Go with the flow. Who am I reading for? Suan. So, Suan, there's something there where it might be something that you've wanted for a long time. Okay? Okay, so it's for career. So it might be something that you've wanted, something that you're pushing towards, something that you've worked towards. But it's the message here is you're being asked now to surrender and go with the flow, which is very frustrating if you're somebody who's very, in the masculine energy of doing. You're being asked now to receive, basically. So it's like say you meet up with a friend, okay? And you have a lovely present in your bag for your friend. And your friend spends the whole time talking, moving around to different tables, checking the food, all the while you're sitting there waiting to give the present to your friend. That's kind of like what it's like at the moment for you now. You've done all the work, you've put in all the effort, and now Spirit is like, okay, now Suan, you need to relax. You need to start doing things that make you feel good, that make you feel like you're in flow, like you're in bliss. Do that more often, and then you'll get what it is you want. But from that pushing, you're not going to get it. You're just going to get more frustration that way. So you're being asked to kind of put the oars down and let spirit kind of ride the boat for you. Meditation for clarity. This is seeing clearly, my love. And you only do that when you slow all the way down. Sometimes as well, we're pushing towards something because we think it's what we should be doing. Because it's like what other people have told us we should be doing. You might be feeling that you need to change career or push towards career because other people are saying it. But it might not be what you want deep down. And you only find that out when you get really quiet with yourself. Again, a meditation for peace and serenity. So you need to just really, really chill out, like that dog there like the dog in the tube there. You just have to chill out, and there's so much water in those messages for you. It's just relaxing. Just relaxing. Just let spirit take over. Just like as they say, like let Jesus take the wheel. Okay? Just really go with the flow, and you'll see so many things working out for you. Okay? Stephanie Williams. Okay, Stephanie, distant thunder, clear the air. So usually with this card, it's something that's been rumbling for a while. It might be something that you've been putting off. It may be that you need to clear the air with someone, but you don't like confrontation, or you're kind of dreading saying it because you don't know if the person's going to freak out or whatever, but it has to be done. So whether you initiate it or not, it's going to happen. So you need to be very calm and clear about what it is you want to say and how you want to say it so that you're in control of it, if you know what I mean. Crossing bridges is time for healing, connecting, mending, and releasing. This may be a forgiveness issue. This may be something that you need to work on releasing it. You need to it's not even sometimes that you have to actually be around the person or whatever, but that you just decide for yourself that you're done carrying it. Okay? And joy and delight. Open your heart to joy. So when you've been unhappy for a while or angry for a while, breaking trail or breakthrough is at hand. When you've been like holding a grudge or being angry at someone or being upset by what they did, it's very hard for joy to get in. Do you know what I mean? It's that frequency of like grumbling, and it's in the background all the time. So when you clear that and you decide, okay, for my own sake now, I'm going to be done with this. I'm not going to talk about it anymore. I'm not going to think about it anymore. Every time I get tempted to think about it or talk about it, I'm going to shift my focus onto something that I really love or someone I really love. And I'm going to talk about them, and I'm going to think about them in my head until you weaken that neural connection completely to thinking about that or regurgitating that energy. There has to be a clarity now come through. It's very important that you listen and you let this go, okay? Jules, I'm gonna do one more after Jules, and then I have to go. Okay, Jules. Reflect on pride and ego. So I'm drawn to the hand there on her chest, which looks really big. So I would feel that's a spirit connection, and I would feel it's very much father. So if there's anything there with your father that is like that needs heart healing, there may be something happening in your life that's kind of triggering old memories or old circumstances where there was a little bit of aggro, or you felt like you know nothing you did was right, or frustration, niggles, whatever. There may be something there where you're like angry, angry that it went the way it did, or angry that you still think about it, or you know it's like it still has a hold on you. But in reflecting on it, and when we think about it deeply, when we hold on to these things, when we hold on to that energy, we're not hurting them, we're hurting ourselves. So there has to be a soothing happen here now, Jules. A soothing of yourself, a soothing of this energy, whatever it means, whatever the man is, whoever the man is. There has to be a soothing of yourself so that you can decide, you know what, now I'm not going to give any more space to this. And watch the triggers and what they're trying to tell you. Enhance your physical health. So again, I would feel that whatever it is that you're focusing on there, and maybe from that person as well, you felt like you had to strive for excellence, you had to be the best at whatever, and you know what I mean, it had an impact on you. You find it hard to relax, you find it hard to give yourself a break, but you need to do that. You need to relax, you need to give yourself a break, you need to, because my stomach is like all like jangly, my nervous system, my sense of power is jangly. So have a look at what that is and follow your dreams. Play music. Play music that means something to you. Play music that makes you emotional, to bring this energy up and out in a safe way and kind of dance it out, or, you know, do something anyway to move that energy through, Jules, okay? Diamond G. So you're my last but not least. Diamond, these ones for you as well. Okay, choose to heal. So that message is coming up very powerfully. Choose to heal. Take control of it. Don't let, don't swim in the kind of collective consciousness. Choose to step out and choose to heal. So there's something there, Diamond, where you need to take control and decide you're healed. You know what I mean? Sometimes we're on this loop of healing, but all it is deciding, I'm healed of that now. I'm healed of it. And then when the thoughts come up, you go, no, I'm actually healed of that now. And you don't give energy to that anymore, okay? Practice the art of transformation. So you need to water what it is you want more of. Diamond, you need to water what it is you want more of. You need to, if it's, you want to accept healing and believe that you're healed, you can't water the old then anymore. You can't put that energy there anymore. Does that make sense? I've been working on relationship work and that's been exactly how it's been playing out. Yeah, I know exactly what you need. Good. And bring humor into your life. So we're getting a very strong message today about joy, about finding things that make us feel happy, about lightening up. You know what I mean? Sometimes we can be so serious. We can think it's all really serious, but all it means is that we need to take control and make decisions and then follow through on them. Angelic realms, a team effort, clarity, charity, validation, and patience. Now it's interesting that I saw clarity there as well, and patience has come up twice. So you need to slow down, Diamond, and be very present with yourself. Be very present with what's happening. Don't rush forward. Don't distract yourself. Don't push it away. Whatever it is that's coming up to be addressed and acknowledged within you. But then have that confidence of, this is healed. I don't need to do that loop anymore. I just need to only water what it is I want more of, okay? An ascension flame, liberation, a sense of greater purpose, high expectations. So this is like just cutting away the old, basically. Cutting away the old and elevating to what it is you actually want and staying there then. Like, we're only human, we'll get triggered, we'll get pulled back, but then it's to write yourself up again and go, no, this is the decision I made and this is where I'm heading. And nothing and no one is taking me off track. All right? Go and watch a funny movie and do breath work. Brilliant. That's spot on, exactly what you should be doing. Okay, so I appreciate you all coming on. And I hope that you got something from it, even if it was just from somebody else's message. Okay? Lots of love.